There you go.
So what have been your first impressions of the squad and the players during this first week of work?
It was a good start last week, obviously, with the fans and fireworks and pyro for the first training session, so that was a good start. I think more for the first day it was to embed some ideas and get to know the players as people. The first session was difficult, obviously, because of the snow, but I think they understood what we want from the players is to pass and run forward. The second and third sessions were good quality, high intensity, and trying to just kind of change how players think and act when they have the ball, so to change the behaviours. And I think we're 5 sessions in now and we've made some positive improvements, we can say that. The quality obviously comes back the more that they train, and for those of them who've not trained so much over the last kind of 6 weeks, it's been improving with every activity within the practices, so we can see some good improvements already.
The 2 new players that have been in training are Femi and Leo. What can you say about them?
Yeah, Femi's obviously a big physical defender, very athletic. When it's a 1v1 in a big space, he's really comfortable, so any time he's been in those positions, he's looked quite dominant, to be honest. Leo's come in, the first sessions I think the tempo for a lot of players was quite quick, and it's not always easy moving to such a big club, but I think the last 2 training sessions he's had, today in particular, he's looked very good. So good movement off the ball, good technical quality, brings the ball down well in tight spaces. So yeah, some players will adapt really quickly and some players are going to take time. We don't expect everybody to be perfect in January, especially in the first 2 weeks, but I think for the 2 new ones it's been a positive start.
And the third new one that hasn't arrived yet is Daouda.
Yeah.
Do you have any update about
Yeah, I think he got his work permit approval this morning, so I think it's just a case of sending him to Nigeria or to a Swedish consulate. So once we get that approved, we can bring him in a flight and hopefully he'll be in training maybe in the next week or 2.
And what do you want him to add to this squad?
He's an excellent ball winner. He's very mobile, very athletic. His 1v1 duels is very strong. He wins the ball back a lot. He can cover big spaces. He kills, defensive transition really well. He's very strong in the counter press. But for all the defensive stuff, he's excellent at. He's very good on the ball. He's one of the best forward passers that we looked at over the recruiting window we've had so far. So he's very good at killing the game, and then his forward passing is really good. So we're excited to have him. He had other options to stay in MLS, but a lot of players want to come to Europe, and if he comes and does well here, then he can make a name for himself in Sweden and hopefully further on.
Are there any players that have surprised you during this week compared to maybe what you saw on video before?
I don't know if it's a surprise, but like Lucas Persson, very powerful, dynamic. I love how he plays, the attitude he brings and the quality he has for such a young guy. So it's not been a surprise, but he's done well. Alvin Nordin's been, for me, one of the 2 or 3 best players in training every day. So it's nice to be excited about young players coming through. I think Jonathan Hasselqvist is trained really well as more of a classic winger. So I don't know if it's a surprise, but you always hope that some of the young ones coming forward are able to show their quality, and those 3 in particular have done that.
Demba N'diaye has been with us. Can you give us something about his situation and how he's looked?
Yeah, he's improving every day. I think it surprised everybody how good he is on the ball. Defensively, he's very strong. He doesn't let people turn. He blocks most crosses. He blocks a lot of passes. He blocks a lot of shots. So defensively around his own goal, he's been very strong. Obviously, he's a big, powerful boy. He's 6'3". He's probably 90 kilos, but very quick and athletic. So we've been pleasantly surprised by him. You never know what you're going to get from somebody who comes on trial, but he's been excellent every day.